Morning, everybody. All right, on today's video, this will be part one of two parts. As you can see, me and Amy over there are digging and leveling off some raised beds that we've made out of some chicken manure that we've had sitting on the back 40 for about 3 years. So that soil is rich and full of nitrogen, ready to grow our plants, ready to do the job. Now, you'll see me leveling stuff off here. What we're trying to do is trying to get the beds done and get them so that we can plant our plants in them. Like, for instance, that row that we're working on right there is going to end up being okra. So we're going to kind of want to get it leveled off and cleaned up and raked. There was a lot of rocks in there, let me tell you. In Tennessee, we grow some rocks. You'll see me edging the sides of it. That's to straighten out the bed, to make sure the bed's nice and straight. Kind of like OCD on some stuff like that I have to do it that way, unfortunately, but that's just the way I am. And of course, you see Miss Amy herself out there raking up all the rocks. And we can't believe the rocks that we have to go through for this system. Now, you're probably wondering, well, how did the chicken manure get rocks in there? Well, we did take some dirt a long time ago when we cleared the property in a prior video about 2 years ago, or 3 years ago. And it was extra dirt that we had from cleaning up the land here and scraping it down to plant grass in our pastures. We kind of dumped it, and then I mixed it up again. Now, our idea with this is to do a back to Eden garden setup, basically. We have done this before in another previous video. When we first moved out here, we had a back to Eden garden over by where the chicken coop's at. Actually, it butted right up against the chicken coop. But we kind of, as time changes, the homestead changes, and your ideas change about where you want everything. Now, in this video here, the whole purpose for us to do this was because there's plants that they take up more room than you originally planned when you do a layout. Our raised bed garden that you can watch in another previous video, that one we based that off of what we thought we would need, and that was I think it was a 40 by 40 garden. Might actually be bigger than that now. And this one right here, we're basically doing the rows. The rows average roughly about 15 foot long. So what we did is I had a skid steer brought in, we dropped the dirt there, and we backed up. We started from the inside where you see the fence posts or the T-posts, and we worked our way out. I know a lot of you are probably saying, well, what about all the grass and all the stuff that's around there? Well, our plan, we'll take care of that later on down the video. You'll get to see it. But right now, I'm just trying to clean up the beds. So take a few minutes, watch clean up the beds, and I'll be back. That is running through the screen real quick. That's Faith. That is our farm dog. She is probably one of the best dogs you could have ever gotten. I'm telling you, off the chain, bar none, the best dog. She's a sweetheart. All right, so what we're doing is we're finishing up the last 3 beds that we have over here. That was my dad who popped into the scene real quick just to talk to me about the new build we got going on and when I was thinking I was going to get started. Now down here at the bottom, you're going to see Miss Amy scraping up. Now we pushed all those rocks to the fence line. All right, guys. So now that we've got most of this raked up, our idea is with the grass is I'm going to put a weed barrier down and run it down the rows and along the front and the back where you can see the part of our raised bed. Then what I normally do is I will take mulch and I will lay mulch in the runs around the beds. Specifically why I do this is because one, you know, the black mulch will show anything that is there around the plants. We do live in Tennessee. We do have copperheads and we do have rattlesnakes. It's so they can't camouflage themselves in the garden. What you're going to see next is the final with the weed barrier and the mulch. And don't forget to hit that subscribe button, that like button, and God bless.